It's been a terrible time for residents during this time. The roads not being cleared, the sidewalks not being cleared.
Tonight on DC News Now, concern with snow removal in the district, the section of the city feeling forgotten and left behind.
And you'll want to watch out for any refreeze overnight tonight into tomorrow morning's commute. Quiet for your Thursday. Chance for snow Friday. I'll go over all those details coming up.
Some Maryland college students pressured to renew their off-campus leases weeks after moving in.
All of the places that I've lived in have pressured me to renew within the first month, even sometimes within the first week of me moving in.
City leaders now working to give them some breathing room.
Also, massive layoffs at the Washington Post. How the newspaper's deep cuts will impact the DMV.
A crackdown on counterfeits in Northern California. Investigators finding the fakes that are big business ahead of the big game.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. We continue the concerning trend of a thaw and freeze. There are parts of the district that appear as if time just stood still since the big winter storm 10 days ago, with unshoveled sidewalks along with unplowed roads that families call unacceptable.
And Councilmember Trayon White telling the mayor to step in and speed up the process in Ward 8. Joining us live here in Southeast DC News Now's Yamari Sise.
And Yamri, how bad is it out there?
Yeah, so right now the roads are not looking too good out here. As you can see, we're standing right here in the Fairlawn neighborhood, right on the sidewalk. Now that it's above freezing temperatures right now, the ice has softened up a little bit, but there's still black ice on many of the main roads and somewhere on the sidewalk as well. Now, a lot of people have been laying their complaints to Trayon White, council member of Ward 8 in the area, and now he's asking the mayor to hurry up and do something sooner.
The roads are still in horrible conditions and the sidewalks are essentially even worse.
Residents say they're frustrated and concerned with several neighborhoods still not safe to walk through.
Still watching children be picked up and put over piles of ice to cross the street, and that's simply unacceptable.
Councilmember Trayon White says his office has received a flood of calls from Ward 8 residents, especially in neighborhoods like Fairlawn, Washington Highlands, and Hillsdale.
A lot of people have reported that they feel there are a lot of bottlenecking with cars because some of these streets are not clear to the point where they're facing each other.
Apartment complexes are also a major concern.
The property owners, the rental office, have not shoveled out the parking lot, so cars are stuck as well. It's been a terrible time for residents during this time, and I thought that by now it'd be more flexibility.
On Wednesday, White sent a letter to the mayor's office outlining his concerns.
I think that we should have really put resources in hiring able-bodied young people to hire and incentivize them to shovel out and clean up their own communities.
We have certain resources like the National Guard who could literally get to so many more crosswalks and curbs and sidewalks to clear the path for community members.
So far, White says he hasn't received a response to address the concerns sooner rather than later.
I think we have to be communicated and give people a number of resources to call that we're going to answer and give them a time frame, because people don't have a time frame.
Now, we did reach out to the mayor's office, and they tell us no comment at this time. We're going to continue to follow this story and bring you the latest. For now, reporting live in Southeast D.C., I'm Yamari Sise, DC News Now.
All right, Yamari. Meanwhile, happening tomorrow, DDOT says crews are prioritizing clearing bus stops and shelters all across the district. The news follows DC News Now's Ben Dennis's reporting on the large snow creep mounds. You can see here, making it hard for people, even kids, to get to metro buses. DDOT says following the initial storm, crews cleared more than 700 priority stops and shelters while focusing on getting all of the roads and sidewalks cleared. They say now many of the roads have been cleared and they're focusing on the remaining bus stops and shelters.
All right, we have our chief meteorologist, Jackie Lair, and it is all dependent on where you are and what is happening in that region, because you could have one sidewalk all nice and clear, but the next is a mess.
Yeah, then it could also depend on, that afternoon sun. That really helps too. Yeah. So if you're more so in the shade, and then that snow will likely linger a little bit longer. But then we're also talking temperatures. Yeah, we had some warmer temperatures, earlier today and also yesterday and the day before. So at least we're continuing to see more of that snow and ice melting. But through the overnight hours, those temperatures are dropping yet again. So a little bit more of that refreeze potential too. Lower 30s right now in the district. We're already into those mid to upper upper 20s up and down the I-81 corridor, currently 21 already. In Frederick, 34 down towards Fredericksburg, but eventually we'll see those lows dropping back down into those upper teens to low 20s. So another cold night ahead. We do have that system just south of our area that will remain just south of the region. We're going to continue to see those dry conditions, and also as we look towards tomorrow, we'll at least see the sunshine, but highs will be back in those lower 30s, just a touch cooler than the day today. But yes, we will have that sunshine out there for your Thursday afternoon. Then by Friday, tracking our next chance for snow. That holds off till later on Friday afternoon and evening. Not amounting to much across the DMV, but back out towards the mountains, that's where we could be seeing some several inches of snowfall. But then in the wake of that system, it's trending much colder as we kick off the weekend. It's not going to feel 25 degrees. It's going to feel like we're into those single digits through much of the day. So I'll go over more details on that. Just how strong some wind gusts we could experience on Saturday coming up.
All right, Jackie, the cleanup efforts also continuing in Maryland, where the city leaders in Laurel have been asking families to move their cars so crews could work. They were asking families to take their cars off the streets as they brought in the heavy equipment here to fully remove all the snow and ice. The mayor says they're now targeting the smaller roads, but folks remain frustrated at how long this process has been.
The state came in and piled up my driveway so bad I couldn't get out. Well, I'm a caregiver for an elderly dementia man, and I'm trying to move his property from one house to another, and I couldn't get out of the driveway.
It was ice, not a typical snowstorm. And so it took a little while. We had to break out backhoes and all kinds of equipment to break the ice up, to move the ice.
All right, the mayor saying that if your street is still not cleared, give them a call.
All new tonight, thousands of renters near the University of Maryland are getting more rights. The College Park City Council voting last night to restrict landlords from offering lease extensions right after tenants move in. Our Ben Dennis joining us live tonight. And Ben, this really gives renters more time to make so many important financial decisions.
Hey there, Chris. That's right. In some cases, months, I'm told. Some renters living here in College Park, as you mentioned, thousands of them students, say that not long after they moved in, they put the bed sheets in the bedroom, they put the curtains up. Well, the property owner swooped in and said, hey, sign on the dotted line right now if you want to be living here once this lease ends. What City Council just did put an end to that. Inside of her off-campus apartment that she shares with 4 roommates, Abigail O'Lear, a senior at the University of Maryland, says that she's been thrown through the ringer over housing.
The places that I've lived in have pressured me to renew within the first month, even sometimes within the first week of me moving in.
She says that practice now barred from happening in College Park, Maryland. City Council passed an ordinance Tuesday saying a landlord shall not make any renewal offer earlier than 180 days from the end of the current lease. If you sign a 1-year lease in August, you're now not subject to renewal offers until February.
What do you say to the landlord to say, hey, listen, we should have the ability to do this?
I think it's just a little bit ridiculous because if they want people to renew, it's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. If you want to search for something different or if you want to renew, you don't have time to make that decision because they're pressuring you and saying that they're going to give away your apartment if you don't sign right this minute.
I think this is a necessary correction.
Sean Wollums with College Living, a local property management group, says he supports the new restriction.
And as a small landlord, this does impact us. But generally, I think if you're small landlord, big landlord, if you care about your tenants' experience and you want your tenants to be happy, you generally shouldn't be pressuring them into renewing a lease.
The president of the Prince George's County Property Owners Association says this is a reasonable step that does impinge on us, but opens up a possibility for students to have the time for more options, and that can help us. Now, property owners, according to this ordinance, can face a range of fines. Coming up at 10 o'clock here on DC News Now on DCW50, we'll tell you just how much, as well as what student advocates on campus had to say after they lobbied city council leaders to make this a reality. In College Park, Maryland, Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
State police in Virginia will no longer be able to help with federal immigration enforcement. Governor Abigail Spanberger overturning the directive from the former Youngkin administration, but she also says this does not impact federal ICE operations in Virginia. And if they have a judicial warrant to arrest someone, she still expects local and state officers to help.
It means that Virginia state law enforcement have, their full attention at the jobs that they were hired to do.
I think the governor really appealing to the base of her party who are very much opposed to getting criminal illegal aliens out of the state and out of the country. And so this is going to put more people at risk.
Meanwhile, several counties and cities have their own agreements with ICE, and the governor's actions do not impede those directives.
A bloodbath at the Washington Post, legendary newspaper, announcing it's laying off a third of its staff, which is believed to be in the hundreds. Since the 2024 election, the Post says it has faced subscriber losses and has struggled in digital advertising. These firings come at the order of billionaire owner Jeff Bezos. His decision has received fierce backlash from inside and outside the newspaper.
There's been a lot of anger and sadness when you lose a third party looking at situations, whether it be sports teams, whether it be the mayor's office, whether it be anything like that. You lose something as a community. You lose a level of accountability.
And we have more on the massive amount of pink slips handed out. It's on the front page of our website, dcnewsnow.com. You can also search Washington Post layoffs. And make sure to tune in to Sunrise on the Hill with hosts Hillary Howard and Corey Smith. DC News Now's Tosin Fakile will have more on reaction to the Post layoffs. Sunrise on the Hill is every weekday morning from 6 until 9 right here on DC News Now.
There are numerous celebrations in the district to mark America's big birthday this summer, including at the National Portrait Gallery. The Smithsonian Museum is hosting a festival on American art. It is a free event on Valentine's Day, and you'll be treated to a Washington Ballet performance, as well as see the new coins the U.S. Mint is unveiling for America's 250th. It's Saturday the 14th. It starts at 11:30 a.m. You are encouraged to register in advance. We have all the details on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Just search Portrait Gallery.
A sure sign spring can't be too far off. A Hagerstown tradition 30 years in the making is happening next month. Hagerstown Community College hosting the Flower and Garden Show on the weekend of March 14th and 15th. It's 9 to 5 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. It is each day will be jam-packed with seminars, vendors, and a whole lot of exhibits. That event is free for kids. For adults, it's $5.